testing this first before we're full on. Did you literally just finish your coffee when we haven't even started this yet?
Yeah. Okay. No. I got a mouthful.
Okay. Alright, so introductions, my dudo.
Well, I'm Brady.
I'm obviously Ashley. You should probably introduce our podcast name first before you just decide to do that.
Well, it's Coffee and Coffins. And we don't really know what we're doing.
Not a freaking clue.
First time for everything.
We're just two very lame people figuring this out.
We're not lame.
Yeah, you kind of are. We're literally in a gray room on a gray couch filming a podcast.
Well, if you pan the camera up, you can see the bottom of the posters.
I'm too pregnant for that now.
We got cool shit on the wall.
Yeah, if you're actually watching this, you'll see what we're talking about up here. But if you're just listening, you just get the visual.
She likes dead stuff, so everything's dead. Like, well, no. I mean, that's mushrooms in a bat, and then that's a skeleton over there. Yeah. The bathroom's all dead.
So anyways, what's the point of our podcast?
So,
at the end of the day,
we're just two
here.
Common sense, normal, regular people. Well, regular in my opinion.
Mind you, this is our first episode, so we're just going along with it and seeing what we get going.
Yeah, your first podcast is never great. Your first picture you paint's never great. Your first workout's not the best workout. You gotta start somewhere. Well, we have for episode 1, pregnancy and mental instability with a little smiley face.
All too real, isn't it?
Well, it's not the same for everybody. Like, anyone I talk to and mention anything, oh, you guys must be so happy and like so this and that, and it's like, no, not really.
Well, and I think that's just the really sad point, is that currently filming this, I'm 32 weeks pregnant, and I have been miserable for 32 weeks.
Yeah.
And we're gonna preface that this was a planned pregnancy, so we didn't expect this to be the outcome, I guess.
Yeah, well, because we talked about it together.
Yeah.
And this is what we wanted to do.
For quite a while.
Yeah. And it's not even like we're far from rich, and we're far from like, we have a house, we own a home and stuff like that, and we're in the location we want to be in. But like, it's not even like a money thing or anything like that. Like, I'd rather have $1 million, or I'd rather have no money and be happy than be miserable and have $1 million. But right now we're miserable and have no money.
Well, we're not complete. I mean, sort of. But it hasn't been easy. And it's something I don't think a lot of people want to talk about, which is kind of the point of the first episode being this, because it's very right here and in the present of today for us.
Yeah, we're kind of coming in hot.
Yeah, we're coming in like a really heavy topic. Because nobody wants to talk about it. Nobody wants to talk about how depressing it can be to be pregnant, because in the grand scheme of things, like, you're bringing this tiny human into the world and everybody should be happy, but sometimes that's just not the case.
No. I remember that day too, we were looking up like solutions for things, and I went on Reddit, of course, of all things,
the place everybody goes.
Reddit, and then all the comments were like, well, if you're mentally ill and stuff, you shouldn't have a kid, and like, blah, blah, blah. It just made you feel so terrible.
Well, yeah, because I mean, to be honest, I already suffer from depression and anxiety, so going into this, I knew there was a chance that I was going to be potentially more depressed and more anxious, but I didn't think I'd be to this point. Like, I haven't felt like this since I was like 17.
No. But like, everyone, in my opinion, everybody's got a little something.
Well, yes.
Like, some people are worse than others. You know that anyway.
Yeah.
Like, you already know that I think that. But like, regardless of what anybody says, everybody is a little bit down sometimes. So for people to say stuff like that and us to have to read that, and me, I'm reading things off as I go down the list and like start hitting comments like that. It's like, well, who do these people think they are? Like, they don't have any problems. And I can't wait till they do.
Well, and like some women, they're like me. They're depressed and they have anxiety, but then they get pregnant and they go through this like euphoric state of like they're so happy and they feel beautiful and stuff. Like this is coming from somebody who literally will not look in a mirror anymore, nor do I look down in any grand scheme of things. And I shower in the dark because it's so terrifying. I don't like it.
When you first told me that, I laughed.
I mean,
not like at you,
but everybody laughs
just like,
at that.
what? Like, why? Because like it doesn't matter how many times I tell you you're beautiful or text you that or whatever, tell you look amazing, and you just don't think that.
No. And again, this is kind of I guess we're trying to help people get rid of the stigma of depression and pregnancy, because some people really don't grasp the concept that you can be doing this very beautiful thing of bringing a human into the world, but also be so miserable that you don't even want to be in this world.
Yeah. And that's not a normal thing. Like everybody, oh yeah, my wife's sad too. Like buddy at work.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh yeah, well, I'm not going to say her name. Oh yeah, like the wife, I'll say the wife, she has her moments and stuff too throughout the day. And I'm like, yeah, but her moment is all of the moments. Like it's just all day, every day. I'm just hoping she answers me when I text her on break and at lunch and stuff. And I don't think people understand that can be a thing. I mean, there's people that do, but it's not, like you say, that's kind of why we want to do this. And we're hitting this hard. Very first thing. Like
we're not dipping our toes in. We are literally jumping directly in the deep end.
Well, and like you always say about me, and like even Lur says, like, Brady just kind of does everything to the extreme. It's like all of the things or none of the things. It's all or nothing.
I don't know. I guess, like, we do have family who supports us and kind of has somewhat of an understanding of what I'm going through and everything, but even having support, you kind of still feel like you're alone.
Well, it's like being those people, like you can be in the room, 1,000 people in the room, and you still feel like you're by yourself or you're all alone, right? You can feel alone in a crowd.
Yeah.
I think it's just the way it is. I've even had those moments and times and stuff in my life. And as like, nobody knowing watching this or whatever, like, but like when I was like fat and stuff in high school and things, like I always felt like I was lesser. I was like a subhuman. And like, all kinds of people liked me in school and this and that, and I got along with everybody, but I always felt like nobody liked me.
Yeah.
And then, like, when I look back, I'm like, oh, people did like me. Even though I didn't like myself, right?
And I guess that's kind of our end goal of this pregnancy, is that I start to like myself again in order to take care of our son.
Yeah.
Because, unfortunately, we also have family that goes from supportive to very overbearing. And that doesn't make it very easy to deal with.
Yeah, and like that's a thing that's sort of like one of my
points of our podcast.
Side notes, the protection and overprotective. Yeah, like there's the hey, how you doing every few days, and then there's the every day.
Oh, that's
all day. Oh, welcome, Nita. Yeah.
To the people watching, you get to see our dog. Yeah, make sure you touch it so that way it can move the camera. That's awesome.
We have Blink security system, but we also have the German Shepherd system. Works great. Sometimes if a leaf even blows by the door, we know, right? We're informed, and it's great. It's great.
Anyways, that's a sidetrack we don't need.
Yeah. No.
But yeah, like you were saying, the text every few days versus...
Oh, yeah. Personally, I would rather answer every few days than every day.
Yeah, I mean, because at the end of the day, for me, most of my days run together of the same. They're not... It hasn't really changed much. And as we get closer and closer to the end of this, it's getting worse and worse. And before anybody potentially makes a comment about, well, you could go on... I know I could go on loads of things. I've chosen not to want to be on anything while being pregnant.
Well, you haven't been on anything for a long time.
And I haven't been on anything in 5 years.
No, when we met, you were coming off
Yeah.
of things. I think no, you were still on something, but then you were
Yes.
like, yeah, I'm done with this shit.
And this is something, again, one of my best friends has told me. It's scary doing life sober.
Yeah.
Like, it's impressive when you can do life sober. And I kind of think back to at the beginning of this when I was having issues, like maybe I should have been on something, but then I worry about like what that would cause him. As much as it's safe, but what could happen?
It's safe and it's not safe, right? I mean, ultimately,
It's not safe for me to take antidepressants without being pregnant, let alone take them while being pregnant.
no, and like, you know my take, but like for anybody that decides to maybe watch this, like, I don't like medications and any of that stuff because I've been on and off of it before. I think I was like between 10 and 12 when I got first put on like ADD, ADHD medication and all that garbage. Like, and basically, it's probably close to the same thing. Like, you're pretty much on like low grade meth. They're pretty much giving you meth.
Well, yeah.
Is ultimately what it is. I just don't agree with it. But sometimes you need it, right? Like,
I think I definitely needed it.
well,
I think
yeah.
I definitely needed it 14 weeks ago.
Yeah, I think you need it now. So as soon as he gets out.
And I just need to say, like, again, my doctor is on top of this with me. I'm not going in here, like, not saying anything to doctors because there's a lot of, again, stigma against women who are going through this type of stuff.
Well, you were embarrassed to have to tell your doctor that. And I was like, well, you're not the first woman. You're not going to be the first woman she's ever heard or anyone's ever heard of. Well, I'm pretty severely depressed while I'm pregnant. It's not a common thing, but it's not entirely uncommon.
Yeah, but you don't want to be that way either. That's the problem.
Well, no, because everybody's expecting you to be a certain way, right? It's like, not to whatever men and women and stuff, but it's like a man is expected to be a certain way. And like, if you're not, like, it's like a guy doesn't go to his guy friend and say, hey, dude, I'm like really sad today. Like, you just don't do that.
I mean, I really think we should be doing that. That'd be hilarious.
I mean, I've had friends do that. I've had to do that before, but like, it's just, I don't know. It's just different. It's like a stigma. The same as like when you're pregnant, you're supposed to be happy. You're supposed to be this. You don't want to tell people that you aren't. But like, I guess without even going to the notes, we kind of went on like the positive and negative sides. Like, definitely what we've been talking about is a negative side.
Yeah.
Like, you can be depressed while you're pregnant. You can basically want to end yourself.
Yeah.
I don't think we're allowed to like say certain
You're not
words.
allowed to, but like a toaster bath probably could pass.
Oh yeah. Live, laugh, toaster bath. Yeah.
Instead of live, laugh, lobotomy, it's live, laugh, toaster bath.
Lobotomy. Yeah, we're not much of a love piece in chicken grease. We're pretty realistic. Like, I get weird looks from people and stuff at work for stuff I say, and like, to me, it's just normal. I'm not. I try not to like beat around the bush. I don't have. I'm told to keep the politics out of it for a while.
I mean, neither one of us have much of a filter. I'm pretty blunt and to the point, which is kind of why I wanted to do this as our first episode, because of the fact that, again, not dipping just into the pool.
Well, people that hop on and they're like, oh, what's this? They're going to get like, oh, fuck.
Yeah,
Or,
it's a lot. Yeah.
oh, F.
Oh,
they're going to get, this is the first episode? Like,
we've been running for 15 minutes. They won't pick up on it.
Yeah, I don't know, but I think it's a good idea to just not, don't pussyfoot.
No. Don't beat around the bush.
Yeah. Like, there's no...
Like what my parents say, my dad says, because, again, dad quotes, piss or get off the pot.
Yeah.
You know, all the things I've heard growing up.
Yeah, piss or get off the pot.
And, like, the worst thing is even, like, me being depressed while being pregnant, the effect that it has on everybody around us is extremely hard.
Well, and then everyone's worried and stuff like that. And, like one of my points is how it affects both of us inside and outside of the home. I've been trying to write a few things down without you knowing what I'm writing down too, so that I can we can have some sort of it's not just a regurgitated conversation in front of the
No. I don't think it's completely regurgitated.
Camera's on.
It's not a regurgitated conversation, because if it was, I'd be crying like I was, I don't know, 4 hours ago.
Yeah. Thankfully, I was off work today.
But something people don't understand is, yes, it's affecting me, and it's affecting my hormones and all of those things, but it also affects you as my partner.
Yeah, which is I guess I can combine two of my things. It's not always about you.
Yeah. And he's not saying that as me as the pregnant woman. It's not all about me.
No, it's when you get angry and you're mad and you're going on at me, and I'm always, you know what I'm like too. I'm reactive. And
yeah.
Stuff. It's just
you idle at 70.
Yeah. Yeah, and I react all the time. But I have to realize just because she's angry right now, yelling and whatever and going on, she's just having a mood because she's pregnant, and it's just
rough.
Well, you're pretty intense anyways, but it's worse because you're pregnant, your hormones and stuff like that. But it's not about me.
No.
It's not necessarily that I've done something.
No. Well, sometimes you don't do anything, and that's why I'm yelling at you.
I'm just playing my game.
Typical man problems.
Yeah, it's just you gotta take a step back sometimes and look at what's going on. Fellas, I'm talking to you. You got to realize that she's not angry at you. She's angry because she's just angry. She's angry at that.
Yeah.
It's not, and you can make it a lot worse by just thinking it's you and getting reactive or defensive because she's just a little upset.
Well,
take a breath, try to figure out what's going on, analyze the situation, and see okay, well, it's not me. Just let her explode for a little bit, and then bring her something to eat or a glass of water or an ice cube or something to cool down.
Well, and it's also hard for women who've had babies to sympathize with the partner of the woman because they're going to be well, she's going through a lot. There's a lot of body changes. There's a lot of hormonal changes. There's a lot of this, that, and the other thing that makes us extremely moody. But they don't want to give sympathy to the people who actually have to put up with us 3/4 of the time.
Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely different. Like I said, you were intense anyway.
Yeah, I was intense pre-pregnancy.
If her name's Ashley, brace yourself. I think it's a thing. I'm pretty sure it's a thing. But you're very blunt and very extreme, to the point, talking about not beating around the bush. Even Emily said, you said that to him?
Yeah, I know.
It's yeah. You're very proud.
Well.
But yeah, it's certain things will affect both and stuff like that. But even just knowing the mood you've been in has been affecting me. And you've said to me when we're in these heated arguments that I think is about me. That
which
you don't
usually
know what it's
never is.
You don't know what it's like. And it's no, I don't know exactly how you feel. I don't know what it's like to be feeling that. I've felt.
But you understand the concept of depression because you've gone through it.
Well, yeah, exactly. And I found my own way out of it. I found something that worked for me.
The only way my way is out of this is to get this kid out of me.
To this degree, like I say, you were always not 100%, but you were never I wasn't scared at work. I wasn't
you weren't
scared
worried
to go to work.
No.
I wasn't debating, turning around every time I drove to work and stuff. And that was just the way it is.
Well, that's the problem is a lot of the time I don't let you know about the times that I'm having that are really rough because I know you need to get to work and stuff, and I don't want you to be focused solely on me. You have to focus on work too.
Well, yeah, and you're masking it for my sake. And stuff.
I mean, I'm masking it for anybody. You have to look at my parents. I mean, these people, again, gave birth to me and know a lot about me and seen how depressed and stuff I've always been. But it took them almost 20 weeks to, see me fully break down and know that I'm not okay.
Yeah, your dad, what's going on?
I know, my father,
I
all
was like,
confused.
Jesus,
because they've never seen that.
well, no, I get to have that was my first blowout.
Yeah.
Wow, when he asked me like what's going on, and like I got to like lose my mind in the yard for a minute.
Because everybody knew that I was
nice.
a little sad and stuff, but nobody had seen me fully break down.
Not to that degree.
And like the irony was it was on our nephew's first birthday party that we did this. Yeah.
The day.
It literally was.
And I've been like hopping back and forth between happy and super down and stuff like that because of all this. But like that day I was so happy. Like we're going to see Harrison.
Yes,
he was the first baby I was around.
I know.
In like 20 years since Oliver. Like since one of my little brothers. Yeah, he was the first baby that I was around. So I was like super pumped. And then he's like, he's one. And he just loves Big Hug. He just loves Big Hug. Right? Put him on my shoulders, do some lunges. He just loves that.
That's what I mean. Like that was the first time my parents seen that. And we've been telling everybody that I've just been having a rough go, but you don't ever want to tell people how rough of a go it is.
No. And I guess that's kind of an everyday thing anyways. Like, no matter who it is, like even, obviously you're not going to do this, but like, could you imagine if like you get to the finally, you're next in line at the cash register and like you get to the cashier and they're like, how's your day going? Oh, just terrible. I can't believe like you're not going to dump, dump everything on the cashier, but you don't do that to your friends either. You run into a friend and they're like, hey, how's it going? Oh, good. How are you?
That's what I was going to mention about how we always answer. And again, you would think after we've talked about depression and anxiety for like the last 12 years that it's been, a global thing where people are open to talk about it, but we still answer that same question the same way regardless of how we feel. Oh, how are you? How's your day going? Good.
Yeah, good, you?
Yeah. Even though you were just crying in the car 15 minutes ago or you were crying on your way to school or whatever was the case.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of like stopped doing that as much. Like I don't like the cashier. I'll be like, oh, great. Like whatever.
You don't want to trauma dump on Tim Hortons lady.
No, not overly.
Yeah, this is the lady who's making your coffee.
Yeah. And they like me there.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah. So like,
but
yeah, I've run into like friends or like, well,
acquaintances.
I don't really have like friends. We're kind of past that, I think. But like, I've run into like old buddies and shit, and like they'll ask me like, "Oh, how's things going, man?" Well, pretty good, but
yeah.
And like, I try not to like. I'm not dumping, but I'm also not like. It's like I'm not trying to make my life look like it's really good or better than theirs. Like they're getting like a little bit of my bullshit too.
But I find I still kind of do the lying thing of like, yeah, I'm doing good because, well, no, it's because of the fact that sometimes I bring it up and somebody else is comparing their life to mine and how much harder theirs have been. And it makes it extremely difficult to be around those.
Everyone's had it harder.
It makes it difficult to have to listen to that because then you feel like your problems really aren't as bad and you're just complaining because you want to complain type of thing. And I found that with a lot of people that you want to talk about this is what's really bothering me, this is what's going on. And this is even like pre-pregnancy.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's like, oh no, like I went through this and it was so much harder. It's just, this is why I've kind of, I don't know, I guess became a recluse when it comes to discussing my own mental health. And I'd love to be an advocate for, you should be taking care of yourself and telling people like, hey, I'm not okay.
Yeah.
But it's the fear of somebody being like, yeah, well, I went through this and it was so much harder. It's just that.
Yeah. And everybody kind of does that. Everybody wants to be the star of the show. Everybody wants their
life to be heard.
Everybody wants their story to be heard and stuff like that. And I guess we're kind of doing that right now. But like sometimes like, bro, your story just sucks, man. Like no one cares. No one wants to hear that.
Something people don't.
But like they're literally asking you and then they just start dumping theirs. Well, like,
you don't always need that. You kind of just need that extra ear to listen to what's going on and not say like, yeah, well, I went through this or I went through that. my favorite thing to say is, do you ever think you're the problem? Because in a lot of these situations that I've listened to people say that, you've created your own chaos and then want sympathy for it.
Yeah. Yeah. Like everyone's got that friend always going through a breakup and stuff. Oh, well, what happened? Oh, well, he did this and this.
Or she did that.
She said this. And then he was like, oh, and then it's like, okay, well, but like, what else? Like, is that why you're down or whatever? Well, that's pretty much it. It's like, okay, well, I just tried telling you, like, our last couple years has been crazy. Like,
yeah, that will be saved for a separate episode. We lived a very chaotic life for 8 months. Really, that was the most chaotic part.
That was like the it gets worse before it gets better. For 8 months, it was definitely worse. But which was strange because it was also better.
Yeah, it was very character building.
Like, that's when I did my whole...
Yes.
I got a little meat on me now, but yeah.
Yeah, the people watching will see this.
I used to be like 300 pounds, over 300 pounds. And
people will also hear that he goes on tangents very well. Yeah. My father calls him a squirrel because he is everywhere.
But it's an important thing to me.
Yes, I know, but we get too many topics for this very first one.
Yeah, true. Maybe we'll talk a little about that in
upcoming episodes.
And whatever. Do we have other episodes about parenthood and stuff?
Yes, we do.
I got my notes on my phone for now. I don't have if I try to keep a booklet or anything, write it down, I lose the booklet. Or like I have an idea, but I lost my pen. Like that's why I was on medication.
If we don't, we can hit on stuff in this one. Ideas. But it's because we don't want to just make this like parenting / pregnancy / that type of podcast. Yeah. We want to just talk about everything.
Episode 1, 4 hours. Yeah, you don't need to do that.
But let's go back to our point of having people who were saying these things that, oh yeah, like this and that and all those things happen during relationships, or their life is there's always turmoil going on in their life.
Yeah, well, and that's the problem, is that everyone always does have something going on. And
which is true.
Never stops. Like,
no.
The one thing that we can't control
is time.
Is definitely time.
Yeah.
It's just a continuous thing. But if I find, like, so, like, I'm sorry to not say names, but, like, you know, I mean, from work and stuff, like, me and him talk a lot about different things. And I actually do that. Like, he'll come to me and say, like, hey, dude, like, you know, shit, this is going on. And I'm like, oh, well. And not even so much that I'm dumping my shit on him, but it's just like, I'm hitting him with all these solutions or, like, all these things. And sometimes he just needed, like, a dump.
Well, that's kind of the fine line you have to walk, where you're listening to somebody talk about something that's going on with them, and you want to kind of do the compare and contrast of like, well, I've kind of gone through a similar situation, but at the same time, you can't always do that. That's the problem. Sometimes they are, and we've had this conversation long into this relationship about how sometimes I just need to vent about something and you don't always have to have a solution for what's going on.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to listen.
Yeah.
Shut up and listen.
Yeah.
I've actually been told that before.
I know.
Well, yeah, because when we first met, I was like, oh, I know.
I can't believe this girl said this to me.
Yeah. Yeah. She was very straight to the point, too. Her name was Ashley.
Shocking.
Extreme, intense. Ashley's.
Well, you also like to say it also because I'm Dutch, too.
Yeah. Yeah. I even Googled that once, remember?
To confirm that it is just my heritage.
Is it just hers? Dutch? Yeah. One of my favorite movie quotes, actually, as you know.
Yes.
Nigel Powers. There's two kinds of people I don't like. Those who are intolerant to other people's cultures and the Dutch. You guys are harsh, rough. Which is weird because there was no like Dutch Vikings.
No, we were
but you're
farmers.
Just brutally harsh. Like you're not like, there's no like, I mean, I'm sure there was great Dutch warriors, but there's no like warrior past. You're just harsh.
And we don't skirt things. We're just like straight on to the point. And if you don't like it, well, get over it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And again, that's I think what makes it hard for me to. I mean, I've always been the one, even in high school, that people went to talk to.
You're a good listener.
But I guess maybe it's because of my bluntness that stopped people from coming to talk to me.
Yeah, so there's that too. There's the dumping your stuff because they're dumping their stuff. But then there's the, oh, well, do you ever think you're the problem?
I try not to do that all the time. That's the worst. But,
yeah.
I mean, for example, the situation that's been going on with the guy that you know from work. Like, he's always talking about this, that, and the other thing about his dating or this or that. And it's just like, do you ever think you're a part of the problem? Because you're obviously not a part of the solution.
Mm. And you've said that to him. On the phone. I told him, too, before. I was like, she's pretty...
And that's the last time I ever talked to him. Now, let's take a look at our favorite person who's out in Alberta.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He listened to all my bluntness when he was going through all of his shit and, like, thanks me for it. Yeah. Loves me dearly for it.
Calls us drunk, gets drunk, calls us, oh, you gotta say well.
And is now going to be the uncle to our child.
Uncle Zach. We'll say some names.
Yeah.
I just want to, single people out. Not right away.
No. I'd love to.
Maybe episode 2 or 3. We'll start doing that.
He'd never have time to listen anyways.
No. Who's Zach?
No.
No way. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. He's just got...
High pants.
He's just got too much on the go. So we've done negative. We didn't do any positive.
About pregnancy?
Yeah. Is there a positive side? We've had good days.
Yeah. The positive is that we're bringing a human being into the world.
Yeah, I'm really excited about that.
And that we get to teach him kind of our old ways. That's something we've discussed about how this new generation, let's reference the South Park episode of 6-7.
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
What even is this? And I don't know if I'm too old for this now, or things aren't funny to me, or the things that we found funny when we were 14 are not funny anymore.
Well, even earlier today, coming home, remember, and you were like, that pumpkin said 6-7. I almost went off the road.
I know.
I was like, what the fuck? It just blows my mind. I don't understand what the kids are going on about. And they're raised on these.
And this is something we're trying to avoid with our own kid. He is definitely going to have a flip phone when he's 14.
Yeah.
And his only means of communication will be you actually need to call your friends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because I don't like it, and I don't agree with a lot of the things that are happening nowadays. And we're not going into this one because that would be way too long of an episode of just how the world has changed so much since we were born and growing up.
Well, and that's why,
and we're in our 30s.
I want them to be... not about the whole, growing up, you had 2 parents.
Usually, yeah.
So, yes, your dad was on the road working and stuff like that, but, you had him bringing in money.
Yes.
And then your mom worked and stuff, too, on and off.
Yes.
Right? And, Harry... I guess I've already said it. Harry got to play basketball and stuff like that. Well, I couldn't even play in sports and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, having a single mom as your parent kind of thing.
Yeah, and Dad, I only seen Dad every second weekend and stuff. But I didn't always see him every second weekend. Sometimes I'd go a month or so not being able to see him because Mom wouldn't want me to go there, or this or that, and because of the drinking. And
again, we're not trauma dumping now.
No, but what I'm most excited about bringing a human into the world is to not
changing
do
things.
The things that I think there's one uncle is, and he's done a lot of weird shit, imprisoned children basically.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that, but so that's one thing I'm not going to do, but he's the only one other than I'm the first man that I know of since great grandfathers that doesn't drink, doesn't smoke, doesn't do drugs, doesn't all these things. And
and he's going to be home for his kid.
And I'm going to be home. I'm going to be there all the time.
Well, and that's kind of why we had talked about early on in our relationship about whether or not we'd have a kid. And then you ended up getting a job that made you have to work Monday to Friday away. And I told you that I was never going to bring a child into this world if you weren't going to be there a lot more than just 50% of the time.
Yeah, and then I started drinking again.
And that, again, can be saved for another lovely episode.
Yeah. But my thing is...
He's gonna be raised the way we were.
Oh, that's right. That's how this started. Yeah.
See a squirrel problem?
Raised more old school, yeah, like as if like he was a 90s kid.
Because like your little brother was raised with like technology and the internet that didn't do the
Like
dial up.
Oliver.
Yeah.
Yeah, Oliver. Yeah, he like as
When I say little brother, I literally mean Oliver because he's the youngest.
Yeah, he's like my baby brother.
Yeah.
He's only 20, so like Facebook was by the time he was like old enough to be like knowing what was going on.
He could use these things.
The computers and Facebook and phones
were
crazy and stuff. Like we never had. There was no FaceTime and stuff when we were kids, and we're the last generation to have that like 80s, 90s, 70s, 80s, 90s style upbringing.
Yeah.
Where everything was like a little more slowed down. Everything's just so fast.
And you had to hit the TV in order to get channel 3 to work.
Yeah, I'm going to change the channel. And you'd have to get up and like go change the channel.
I remember doing that.
One of the TVs in Oliver's father's house had 3 channels.
Yeah. I grew up with one of those. Yeah, I grew up with one of those.
It was awesome. Like kids today don't know about that. They're like, what's attached to the TV?
Or they hear the dial-up sound for like a ringtone. They're like, what's that?
Yeah.
And then it makes me feel old. I'm like, whew.
Oh, yeah, and you're like, boy, sit down, boy.
Yeah, let me tell you about back in my day.
Like 30 and feel old. Maybe that's a big thing why people that are 30
feel old.
Because we're like from an old time.
Technically, yeah.
Like we're the last of the old times.
Yeah. We were the kids that grew up playing Minesweeper and painting on Microsoft Paint when we grew up.
Yeah.
Because there was no such thing as internet.
Microsoft Sam.
And then the 2000s came and dial-up showed up, and then you were getting yelled at by your parents because I'm trying to use the phone.
Well, I'm on the internet. Like Snack the Ripper. I'm trying, get off the phone. I'm trying to use the internet. Yeah, it was a good time. Remember Microsoft Sam?
No.
And you like type stuff into it and the computer voice would say it?
Oh, yeah, we would do that a lot, too.
Me and Cody used to do that all the time.
Or Solitaire. We were the kids that grew up on Solitaire.
Yeah, on the computer.
Yeah.
Spider Solitaire and whatnot. Yeah.
We played a lot of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, like the game. And then we got lucky because
I remember that.
Back when cereal boxes used to come with the game for the computer. Yeah. That's how we got Roller Coaster Tycoon Deluxe.
That's how I got Roller Coaster Tycoon.
And it is one of my favorite games. It's still one of my favorite games. It runs like absolute trash now.
Oh, yeah. It probably did not age well. Like Windows 98.
But that's how we used to play games. Now look at the kids these days who just go on a computer and download a few things and they're like, oh, I can play this, and this.
VR. It's like crazy.
We didn't do that.
I've never tried VR.
VR is fun.
I don't know if I want to try VR or not.
It makes you nauseous.
Yeah, I've heard that.
And somebody who suffers from vertigo, it's really bad.
It's not even just that. Like, I like video games enough as it is. But like, I'm like, oh, I'm going to earn like my video game time. And then...
But
if I did that, I think I would just be like too immersed. I'd be like...
you would lose track of time. A lot of kids do.
There's certain games that like come out and I'm like at work like, oh, I can't wait to get home and like hang with Ashley for a bit and then I'm gonna fucking play whatever. Well, if it's VR, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, like that's all I'm gonna want to do.
Yeah, suddenly you're like waking up and it's dark on Saturday, and then you're getting the headset off when it's dark on Saturday, and you're like, where'd the time go?
62 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
But there again, we were the kids who grew up with like 8-bit and 16-bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of my favorite games is Mario.
Like the most advanced things was like Mario and stuff, but like, Donkey Kong 64.
Yeah.
Like
Donkey Kong Country.
We're like pre-PlayStation.
Yes.
Like pre-PS2.
But me and my brother were obviously kids that were Nintendo kids.
Yeah.
And we are still tried and true Nintendo kids.
I do like Nintendo and I always did, but once PlayStation was that was it. Like I've been a PlayStation, Xbox, whatever. I just, there was no Grand Theft Auto on Nintendo.
No.
And I like some Grand Theft Auto. And like the old one, do you ever play the old one?
No.
It's like the bird's eye view.
I don't like games that are bird's eye view. We're getting very distracted.
It was cool though, because you get into like the sports car and it played rock, and then you get into the truck and it was country and stuff. And then like GTA 3 came out and you could get into all kinds of cars and change the radio station and shit. It was crazy. But I want to avoid that with him so much right off the bat. I want him to like get into
We don't want him raised as an iPad kid.
No.
And no offense to any of the parents out there who could be listening or watching and being like, why take offense to that?
Offense.
We don't want to raise him that way. We want to raise him where, you know, he's out in the woods and he's playing tag with his friends and all these things, which comes back to why we're going to homeschool him too.
Yeah. Homeschool teaching real things. I don't agree with anything that the system is doing or saying these days.
And again, things could change within the next 7 years of him going to school. I mean, he's not even here yet, so...
But you know me, I'm extreme.
Yes.
To the, you know, there was family we didn't invite to the baby shower because of certain things. And beliefs and ideas and stuff. I'm not having it. He's not even born yet, but he can hear stuff. And he needs to know that right off the hop, like there's certain things that aren't normal.
So, I mean, that's one positive, is we're excited about that.
Yeah, I can't wait to like raise a little warrior.
But like it's a terrifying thing that we have to raise this human.
Yeah.
Because currently in the state that I am, I'm like, there's no way.
But I'll take up a lot of that.
Because
first off, right off the hop, like you just get yourself right and things, and like while I'm at work, it's fine. Like my mom or your mom or someone will be around. There's always someone around. Right? And like we don't have to worry so much about that. You worry a little too much about that. You're gonna be a great man.
You're gonna make me cry.
Well, don't cry.
Well, it's just hard to hear when I'm in this type of state.
I know. Because
it's scary. And I know everybody's scared, you know, getting close to giving birth and all of those things, but it's scary that this is for life. Like, this is something you have to raise. And as somebody who's always had, like, animals, you only have so much time with them. And at some point, when they turn 3 months old, you're just like, oh yeah, you can take care of yourself. I just need to feed you and water you and take you for walks.
Yeah. Her little snouts.
I know. In the screen. That's fine. At least she's not bullied her way in.
Yeah. It is different, definitely. Like,
the other positive...
There's a reason, not to cut you off, there's a reason goats as babies are called kids. Because a goat lives 25 years.
Yeah.
Like, it's like having a kid.
Yeah.
This kid is going to be, you got to at least look after it till it's like 25.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, like that meme, oh, 1 second, I'm going to go get an adult.
I still do that.
Aren't you like 29? Yeah, I got to go get an adult.
I still do that.
I know, me too.
And I've heard the quote of
33 years old. Oh, I'm going to call Dad. I'm not sure what to do.
I've heard the quote that like you don't truly become an adult until you become a parent. Because we've always relied on other people to help us. We're always calling our parents, or our parents still call our grandparents. Like, your dad is notorious for calling your grandfather and being like, do I do this? What do I do for here?
Oh, yeah. I said to Nanny something with that. Whatever it was. Like, yeah. And I was like, well, I didn't know what to do. I got to call Dad. Well, that's okay, honey. Your dad still calls Grampy. And I'm like, yeah, all right. Like, Dad's almost 60.
Yeah.
Calling Grampy. What do you hear, Dad?
That's what I mean.
Just the way it is, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to, you know, I started doing the shin beating thing and stuff. So like he can be doing that stuff and he'll see like, oh, Dad's tough, right? Like Dad's physically tough. I'm not so much like I'm a tough guy. I can kick anybody's ass or whatever. And that's not ever what it should be about. But like, work on things to be tough, you know. That's why I like doing the cold showers and stuff like that. I know I haven't had an ice bath in a little while, but like I still shower cold.
Yes.
Because it's shitty. It sucks. And I want to teach him to do things that suck so he can be stronger and be different. Because any amount of like, I almost said bestiality.
Whoa, that's a different topic. One we're not hitting.
Any amount of like beastliness or like if you're even like a hint of like a savage today, you can like you'll obliterate anything in your path, any other kid and stuff. Because like he'll be kicking fence posts, and the other kids are wondering if this dress looks nice, right? You know what I mean? And like,
I think the other positive.
That's in our description. We're a normal couple
I know.
Talking about.
I know, but we gotta have viewers before we lose them. But I think the other positive thing is just.
I don't want viewers that think.
Otherwise. I know. I think the other positive about having our own kid and stuff is I'm hoping that with everything that I've gone through, which is a lot, and you've gone through growing up, I'm hoping that we can make him mentally tough because we've gone through it. And I don't want to be that parent that's like, oh, I went through harder than you. Like, I don't want to be that parent, but I want him to know that you're sad, like, that's okay. Because we grew up with parents that, like, my mother was unmedicated for way too many years.
Yes.
And she suffers from bipolar, and she's semi-great now. Like, she definitely has her days.
Semi-great.
As does your mother, though. Like, she has her days.
That's how you told me. You're like, no, you don't have ADD.
But we grew up with parents that didn't want to talk about it and didn't go see doctors and all those things to know that it is okay. So it is a positive that we do talk about it a bit more, because at least then we'll have a kid who, if he's like at 14 being like, I don't feel right, like I'm really sad and all those things, we'll know how to handle it, because my parents didn't know how to handle me.
No.
They couldn't handle me being depressed and coming home from school, eating supper and going to bed until the next morning. They didn't know how to deal with that.
No. And that's where the stuff that I was just mentioning, want to teach them to do, is because it ultimately it helps with that kind of stuff.
Yes.
Like, you've watched me change a lot over the last year.
Yeah.
2 years. Has it been like it was 2 years ago that I started?
No, that'll be in March of next year.
Okay,
that'll
so
be
it's
2
only
years.
been a year and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, like doing all the things that I did to lose the weight and stuff, and like reading books and stuff. Like, I didn't only just work on my body, I had to start working on my brain too.
And I think that's something people don't understand. Is you can be in peak physical form, but if your brain is completely just awry, you're not gonna. There's no way you're gonna function as a human being.
No, it's like I said to Chard. Like, that's great. Like, if you're jacked and stuff, that's great. Like, you can have 20-inch arms, but if your head's fucked, you're no good. Or not. I guess stop swearing so much. But if your head's not in the game, having the body isn't. There's no point.
But then that goes back to like people who don't want to sit alone and sit in a quiet room and have to think their thoughts. And this is coming from somebody who constantly sits alone in a quiet room and thinks my thoughts. And I get it. Sometimes it's probably not good, and I should do a little bit more or find more hobbies, even though I shouldn't.
You were pretty busy before this. You've been having a harder time
doing anything.
Getting motivated to do things.
Yes.
Like, because we live a traditional life where I go to work and she stays home and cleans the house and cooks, and there's things that I wear, and like a blanket I sleep with, she made the blanket. She made stuff for our future child. Every year for Christmas, she's making people blankets or sweaters or coats or whatever, hats, all that kind of stuff. So she's always keeping herself busy. But we live that traditional lifestyle, like in 1950s, that everybody thinks you can't do now.
But everybody wants to do now.
Yeah, but it's impossible because you need money for this, you need money for that. No, like, you probably need money for that because you got to have 2 car payments, you got to have a boat and a 4-wheeler, you got to have this, you got to have that. But like, I'm not knocking those things, but I don't care about that stuff. If it's stuff I can't take with me, I'm not too concerned about it.
And at the end of the day, all you need is a roof over your head and food in your belly.
Well, it's like, I know I don't read as much as you do.
No, I just read smut novels, so.
Yeah, but, it's probably better to be addicted to reading Bryn than watching Bryn.
Yeah. Corn.
Corn, yeah. Like, how can I say things?
Corn.
I'm gonna have to start watching more like YouTubers and see what they say for other words. Corn is definitely a thing, yeah. Better to read corn than watch corn.
Yeah.
But like the Havamal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like again, like the old ways. I'm very stuck in the old ways, right? You know, we got a little Odin spear here, so I read the Havamal, and it says like it's better to have a bark thatched hut and two goats than to crave a boon,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like you don't need to have everything. It's better to have the things that you need, and that's one of the things again about bringing a little human into the world. Like I'm excited to like I can go without because I've never had.
Yes.
And that's actually where I was trying to go with the whole
Before you squirreled?
two parents versus me only having one
Yes.
parent. Like I had two parents. It's like, Dad, if you watch this, we've talked about this shit.
He was there, but it wasn't like a full-time thing.
Yeah, and he knows he was messed up.
And there was no structured,
sick.
scheduled
No.
type of visitations and stuff.
No. And he knows he was sick back then and stuff, as much as he didn't want to admit it over the years and stuff. But like I know that he knows.
Yes.
That I even know.
But at the end of the day, you guys have even a stronger relationship than you could have had if he had have been around all those years.
Oh, it's crazy. It's probably good the way things were to now. If things were just always fine, there'd be no reason for things to be so good right now.
Mm-mm.
And that's like
the problem.
Yeah, that's the problem probably with a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
They just think everything's fine, and that's why a lot of people are fat. That's probably why a lot of people have a lot of issues because everything's just fine all the time, and there's nothing to ever work on. Which is why, yes, I know another episode, but for those 8 months that were just brutal,
yes,
that's why everything changed for me so much because it was like I couldn't get any lower. I wasn't providing. Well, I felt like lower. I couldn't provide. Well,
we really could have.
Well, the tent could have been not in the backyard, I guess.
Yeah.
But like, I just felt like I couldn't provide for you. I wasn't making any money. I wasn't this. I wasn't that. Things were, and it just. That's when I was like, something has to change, and I changed it.
Yeah.
Like, it's just.
But back to what with him and what you were saying about having two parents.
Oh, like just being able to go without.
Yeah.
And that's one of the ways that we live the traditional lifestyle too, is like going without certain things. Like
we're not going to be the yes parents.
Yeah, saying no to certain things, like Dry Creek.
Something you'll have to learn too.
Dry Creek. What's his name? Dry Creek Wrangler. Something. There's a guy on YouTube that I watch. I don't watch all of his videos, and like I can't sit and watch like a 35-minute YouTube video like you do. Like I don't know how, but I can watch the same 2-hour movie 41 times.
Yeah,
like, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that's all about, but like that's what he says. Like there's a video that he has, and I'm like, oh, that's us. Like just no, I don't have a car payment. No, I don't have a 2 4-wheelers, and I don't have this, and I don't have that. Like,
but you don't need it. And him will have to learn that it's not always yes, because sometimes you don't like not hearing yes when you're like, oh, let's go get ice cream or let's go get snacks, and I'm like, no, we don't need to, and then you're like, ah.
Who's a big part of me still has that addiction.
You're still a fat kid at heart.
Yeah. I'll probably always will be. And it's just one of those things, like someone who smokes, like you can't just have a smoke. Like I never should have been like, I did really good. I lost 120 pounds. I can have a chocolate bar. I should have just not had that chocolate bar. Because now it's been 9 months that I've been eating pretty shitty. Thank the gods I've been still fasting throughout the day. I'm still been intermittent fasting, so I didn't gain 100 pounds.
But you're still paying the price for it.
Well, I gained like 25 pounds over since last summer.
Yes.
All over the winter through this summer, which is still pretty good. But like I just never should have had that bar.
No.
And I want to teach him that kind of stuff. I don't want him to grow up with the same problem I have.
No. And he probably won't, because I never grew up that way.
No.
You know, like I said to you the other day, the first time I ever had McDonald's, I was 10 years old. And that's very rare for kids nowadays who have been eating it since they were 3 and 4 years old.
Oh, yeah. I've been eating McDonald's for 10 years before you had McDonald's the first time.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. And that's not really anyone's fault. Like, again, it was mostly just me and Mom.
Yeah.
You know, she did, like, most of the raising of me. And she worked at McDonald's.
But she also regrets, like, what her own decisions as a mother and stuff.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
And I know we're all going to. We're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to have another conversation in 15 years and be like, I wish we hadn't have done this, or I wish we hadn't have done that. Just hold your microphone.
We're going to screw something up. Well, I got to pee. Yeah. What were we saying?
About how, like, your mom, you don't need your phone anymore.
There was one more subject, though.
No, there wasn't.
You pretty much went over everything.
Yeah, we're doing good.
Not everything's about you. Protective and overprotective.
Yeah, we can kind of hit that. Anyways.
Oh, we will.
But, I don't know. I guess to sum up all of that, we're gonna learn from what our parents did wrong. I mean, they think it's wrong, but like they didn't have a book, they didn't have a guideline.
No, whereas like we do, like that's like Jermaine that time. I'm just deleting what you've done so that we don't. Yeah, that's like Jermaine when I showed him David Goggins. Oh, I wish there was somebody like that when I was young. And I'm like, well, there probably was,
Just
but
wasn't widely
there's
spread.
no YouTube. Like he's 50, so it's like when he was 20, there was no YouTube.
And I like just to wasn't. Touch on the whole, they didn't know how to be parents. I mean, my father lost his parents when he was 14 and 16. Like, you don't know how to be a parent because your parents weren't even there during kind of the fundamental, you're getting into adulthood age.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the hard thing. I mean, he's still learning.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's like, we're always learning. The only time we're not learning is after we die.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's always something new. There's always a different way. There's always something. There's always a lesson all the time. That's like I was talking to Dad, and he's like, I was talking to Tyler. Mm-hmm. He's like, well, sometimes Brady's this and that, and like you're this and that, and blah 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 blah. Yeah. You just gotta we're always learning. We never stop learning. And like Dad didn't realize that we're always learning. And it's like, yeah. God love him. What?
God love him.
Yeah.
But I guess...
And he'll say that to me now, like, we're always learning, son.
And I guess that's another positive of the pregnancy is, even though, I mean, that we didn't mention this yet, but I am not quite, like, bonded to our child yet, where some women are all over it. They're all over their stomachs. They're like, oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm not that way yet, and I'm hoping that once he comes, I'll start to feel a certain way.
Yeah, some women are bonded the second it, like, exits the wiener.
Yeah.
Like it's...
But the positive of it is I'm already showing mother bear attributes.
Oh, yeah.
Where I'm kind of going buck wild on some of the things that have gone on. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you were already protective of me prior to me being pregnant. And I can...
that's the last thing.
Yes, it is.
I won't delete it. Yeah, no. The protection?
Yeah. You're going to be 10-fold worse than you are now.
Well, and I'm already 10-fold worse. Like, it was like, well, there's certain aspects about my protectiveness in public that I'm going to leave out for obvious reasons. Will be canceled before we even start. But, like, I told Richard and Ruslan yesterday that, like, when we're out in public, like, men don't get between us. It's like a mother bear and her cubs. Like, you're like my cub, and I'm like Mr. Mom. Like, I don't like a man between the two of us and stuff. Like, when we're in the store, like, I put you on this side, and I walk by the guy. I put you inside, walking down the road and stuff like that. Like, you walk next to the cars in the parking lot, and I walk out more towards the center and stuff, and that's just the way it is. And when we have a kid, like, I don't even want strangers like, oh, hey, little guy, and stuff. Like, hey, little guy, like, it'd be the last thing you
but
even
you can't
look at.
Stop that.
I know, but
you literally did that with a kid.
I know.
Like 10 months ago.
I know, but I almost like I'll almost like look at it's like, can I pet your dog? I almost do that. I'm like, can I talk to him?
Yes.
Hey, buddy, how's it going?
Yeah, you want the confirmation before you just do it.
Yeah, I don't just like walk up and start talking to the kids. Like when I was in the lineup at Timmy's, and what's her stupid name was in the store, and her kid was there, and this really old fella walked up, and he's like, "That's some nice car you got, buddy." Blah blah blah. Like, that's different. He's like 90.
Yeah.
But if you're like 40, and you're just gonna come up and like start talking to my kid, like, I will strangle you.
Well, and it might change. It might change a little bit for you too. You might not be so crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. And again, it's not like I'm like the toughest thing walking around or whatever, but like, I mean, I know
what you want, what you don't want.
I know what I want, what I don't want, but I also know that I'm probably made of a lot more than most people. I know where I'm willing to go and where I have gone already. And just like to protect you and him, I will go to the end of the earth. Like, there's just no, and that's like, oh, I'd die for you, or I'd die for my son, or whatever. But like, I've chosen to live for you
that's a big thing
and
too.
live for him. That's why I'm not drinking anymore, or smoking, or doing drugs, or doing any of that kind of stuff. Like, and it's not like,
I guess we're both choosing to live for him.
yeah.
Me in a very different way.
You didn't necessarily have to stop drinking and doing drugs and
No.
smoking or anything like that, but you're stopping
having to survive.
You're stopping not wanting to not live.
Yeah, having to survive.
Yeah.
And because I deal with everything just by making morbid jokes, and people either know how to take it or they don't. But it's because,
which I just love.
If I didn't laugh, I'd cry.
It's like blowing a gale.
I know. That's the problem.
Yeah. You got to kind of be able to make jokes.
Well, I mean, I don't know how people go through life without making those type of jokes or listening to those type of jokes. Or maybe that's just my upbringing that I need to talk about in therapy or something. But that's always kind of been the case.
Yeah. What's even like now, some people just are that way. They're just like, I'm like Chard. I'm like, buddy, you're so serious.
He's stiff.
Like, relax. Yeah, like, how do you even speak when you're that stiff? Like, I'm surprised your mouth even moves, man. Like, it's just like, relax.
Yeah.
Making a joke. Like, oh, well, I would never do that. Or whatever. It's like, man, like, just.
It goes back to do you ever think you're the problem?
I guess. It's just, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I'll, like, it's like you make fun of me for like tapping my shins with a stick and like this and that, and like I
made fun of you because you then realized you were doing it way too often.
I was doing it a lot,
and that's why I made fun of you. I haven't made fun of you since. I just get irritated when I'm trying to watch a YouTube video and all I hear is this tap 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 tap.
I can hit them like pretty decent now.
I would hope so. It's been a few months,
and I added a set to it, so I don't do it for 3 minutes a leg. I do it for 4 times, and I've added 15 seconds, so it's like I'm almost hitting like 5 minutes per leg, and they don't bruise anymore.
Tough. Squirrel.
Tough. But no, that's just part of the protection. That's why I'm doing that kind of stuff. To like most people in the outside world, it's like, why would you beat your legs with a stick? Why are you all of a sudden, oh, I'm going to practice like boxing and Muay Thai style exercise and stuff like that? It's to be tougher. It's to be stronger and have more this and that, to be the protector and be the provider.
Yes.
It's what it is. We've lost that as like a society. And that doesn't mean like every other man. There's 8 billion people in the world, 4 billion of them are probably men. That doesn't mean all of them aren't doing. There's guys that are way more impressive than me at certain things. But like a lot of that's up here too. Like you can have all the flashy videos and the cool whatever, but like, are you willing to go to the end? Are you willing to? And like I have taught myself that. Like, and that's just the way I think. It's better to be a warrior in a garden than what is it? It's better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like all this stuff seems pointless to probably a lot of other people, but to me it makes sense. If I can break your leg with my leg, I'm winning.
Yeah.
Like it's like there's no.
I mean, let's also preface that you're not out here trying to like start a fight every 15 seconds either with somebody.
No, you have to have the sword and be able to keep it in its sheath and use it when necessary, right?
The only time you don't idle at 70.
Yeah. I had to teach myself that. That's one of the things I'm going to do differently. Not be a raging psycho every time he has a question or like he doesn't understand a math problem. You know, I'm not going to throw his binder and smash the table and kick the chair over and stuff. Like I got to be calm.
But that's what happens with unmedicated versus.
Yeah, but like I'm doing all this stuff unmedicated. But
it's a difference where mentally strong and able to deal with it and worked on that prior to having a kid.
Yeah. Well, that's like as soon as we started talking about like, this is what we're going to do, this is what we're going to do. you knew a lot of this stuff from going to therapy and things like about the
Having an amazing doctor for almost 6 years.
yeah
Who
the
listened to
system
me.
pushed them out.
Yeah, until the system pushed him out.
Yeah, but like you knew the things like wherever you go, there you are.
Yes.
And like I didn't understand that. I was just a ball of insanity.
But
like,
it also matters for the timing. Like at that time when I was trying to explain to you what my doctor had told me and how to deal with things in life, you weren't ready to listen.
Well, no, I didn't want nothing to do with it. I was just, I thought I was happy just being the psycho.
And, Jesus. And, that's coming from a backcountry doctor who wasn't concerned about pushing pills on me because all of them didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
He just wanted to teach me some base skills, and obviously they've stuck, that I can still get through this without being medicated.
Well, you were able to make certain things make sense to me.
It just took like 3 years for it to make sense.
Yeah, it took a while.
Yeah.
And then even once it started to sink in, it was like, I kind of get that. And then it was like, I really get that. And then it was like, oh, I got that. Like, I get it now. Mm-hmm. And then I just took it to the extreme.
Which you always do for everything.
What can I do to make myself like mentally tougher? Oh, ice bath? That sounds shitty.
Yeah, that. And they are.
Oh, walk for 2 hours straight, 3 hours straight? Oh, I'll do that. Like, mm-hmm. And I just took it to the extreme.
Yeah.
And like I read more than you think. I read when I get to work sometimes. I audiobook all the time. Mm-hmm. That's where like the warrior in a garden and mm-hmm. then the gardener in a war and stuff like those things come from, right?
Yes.
A lot of the different things. And another thing that I got from a book is about earlier when you said we're going to do like things differently than our parents did, which is what our parents would have done differently mm-hmm. than their parents. But the big problem that a lot of people do is like they'll look at, okay, this and this and this and this and this happened when I was a kid, and they'll just do a 180 and do the exact opposite. Like you can't do that either.
Yeah.
You have to like, sometimes there's a reason why those things happen and shit. You got to like kind of sift through and figure out like, well, I can't just do the polar opposite.
No.
Because then you're so focused on not being something that you're going to forget.
That you're like going to lack on something else.
Well, yeah, you're going to forget to be something you should have been by mm-hmm. focusing so hard on not being that thing. Mm-hmm. And then regardless, like it's still controlling you.
Yeah.
I guess. Like, it's like the food thing. I should have never ate that chocolate bar. But then I should still eat the chocolate bar, but then control it. Like have one chocolate bar every month. Not one chocolate bar every
or like when you want cookies
hours.
And you eat a whole box of cookies in 2 hours.
Yeah, and then I'm like, well, it's fine. I did like 300 push-ups today.
Yeah, and then the next morning you're like, oh, I wish I had done that.
Yeah. You can't out-train a bad diet, boys. Can't. It's impossible. Mm-hmm. But I think we're going to do fine.
That's what I keep telling myself.
Get you on them pills we're both against. Once he's out, you just need them right now.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need both. You can say all day it doesn't work, but like I think you just gotta push a little more. But we'll get exercising together and stuff. Once he's out and you're healed, mm-hmm. get you exercising and stuff and taking those. Mm-hmm. Even if it's like long, extensive, intense walks.
Yeah.
We just go for a walk for like. Mm-hmm. Set a timer for, I mean, what's long in the beginning is going to be different than what will be long later on.
Yes.
Like, once he's out and he's whatever, like, we can start going on hikes.
Yeah.
Throw him in one of them backpacks or the front.
Mm-hmm. The kangaroo things.
Yeah. Face them the same way we're going and let's go for a hike, buddy.
I know. I know it's just my short-term things that I have to get done. Mm-hmm. Like, I do need to go back on my medication.
Mm-hmm. And that's fine.
I mean, I did it 6 years ago. I think I can do it again. And I only needed to be on that for 2 months. I should have been on it longer. Now, looking back, I really should have been on it longer. But hindsight's 2020.
Yeah. Everything worked out, kind of. Right up until now. That's just, I think it's mainly to be blamed on hormones.
Yeah. I'm hoping.
Yeah.
But I think this is probably... I know.
No matter what.
I know. Even all through my crazy.
Yeah. I love you for all your flaws. And your not flaws.
My one positive.
Well, and you're really cute when you're angry, which helps.
Really?
Cute
Because you
when you're
don't
angry.
act like that sometimes.
Well, I gotta act scared so you feel tough.
You flinch all the time.
Oh, yeah, do it for fun.
But I think this is a good place to stop because as pregnancy comes, you need to eat quite often and you're hungry. So
Yes.
I think it's time for me to
Yeah, we ate
eat.
that bagel earlier.
My mother. God love her.
Okay, well, I think that was decent. We loosened up as we went.
Mm-hmm. Are we going to have any fancy sign off?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Well, no.
No.
I've got to brainstorm a little more.
Is this thing on?
Get that going. Clearly, we're quite entertaining.
Yeah, the dog's fully asleep.
Fell asleep. But yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I hope you guys all enjoy this, whether you're watching it or just listening to it.
Mm-hmm. We will be everywhere eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Give it a little time. And
yeah,
that's pretty much it. And
I hope you guys enjoy. We have loads of more things to talk about.
Yeah. A little bit of everything, a little bit of nothing.
Cool beans.
Yep, Побачимось.
All right.
She'll cut that. I'm learning Ukrainian. She hates it.
It's just too much.
All right. Cool.
Well, thanks for watching and listening.
Yeah.
See you next time.
Побачимось пізніше.